Right, we're on. My name's Steve Johnson, and today we're talking about the feeling you have when you drop the club inside. This feeling of the flattening of the shaft, or the flattening of the plane on the way down, or at the top of the swing, the transition from top of swing, dropping it behind you, and then spinning through towards impact. So there's a good way. It's very hard to feel that, it's hard to adopt that. So we take the club back, and then all of a sudden we've got to drop it inside. Now if you take the club too far back on the inside to try and come down on the inside, you're going to get stuck. So if you go back inside, then there's nowhere to drop it. Is that camera straight? Go through this every time, so unprofessional. Okay, so if we go inside on the way back, then you can't drop it any further inside because you're never going to be able to get a good contact on the golf ball. So, Freddie Couples, Lee Trevino used to aim left, Eureka, take the club outside, and then from there he'd have to drop it, somehow he'd have to drop it back inside to be able to get that feeling. I mean, if you take the club outside, if he comes back down on that line, he's going to hit it straight left or massive slice. So he would have to drop it behind him and come inside. So by taking the club on the way on the outside, then there's more chance of gaining that feeling of dropping the club on the inside. So I'm going to exaggerate this a lot. I'm going to way out there. I'm going out there, creates a little pause, then I can drop it inside. There's another key thing this does, which is absolutely amazing. We'll get to that in a second. So I'm taking the club way outside, dropping it inside, see what happens. Just hit it miles. Okay, to me, that felt as though I'd taken it miles outside. Probably not, but I'd taken it out there, so it'd give me something to drop back in there. Now here's the key thing that happens when you do this. When you take the club back outside, so if I've gone out here and I drop inside as I turn through, it naturally flattens the left wrist. Look at that position. Then that's been delivered through. So I've gone out there, dropped to here, that equates to that, not this, equates to that, and I can come through to there, flat left wrist. So this is going to flatten your left wrist, this drill. So we're taking the club miles outside, aim left, a little bit left, Eureka, out there, drop it inside, just hit it, because that's flattened the wrist already. You don't have to think about that. Here we go, lovely draw. If I go way out here, I consciously have to make an effort to drop inside. So my Eureka moment, I'm spinning the club out to the right, because I've taken it so far out there, I have to drop it behind me. So that's what it feels like to drop the club inside. That is dropping the club inside, and it's flattening the left wrist. Top corner, little circle, click on that, be subscribed to my channel. See why you're subscribing, little bell you can click that, and also leave comments in the box below.